Woman, great is your faith. May it be done as you please. And that very moment, the daughter of that woman became well, or got healed, or got free from the clutches of Satan. Gospel of St. Matthew, chapter 15, verse 28. Dear friends, faith can break all barriers and can break all bonds, because for faith there is no religion, there is no caste or creed, nothing of that sort. But what we need, you and I, being the children of God and brothers and sisters of Jesus our Lord, nothing but very strong faith or committed faith in the person of Jesus or in the person of God. Faith doesn't grow by itself. You and I need to develop it when we go through life's most testing times, in the form of losing our dear ones, or when we feel lonely, or when we are stricken by different kinds of illnesses of this world, and sometimes betrayal from our own trusted friends, or because we have accepted the faith in the Lord or become believers in the Lord, for that we go through persecution. In these moments, if we stand by our faith and we persevere in our faith, then miracles will be seen through and through by all of us. As we are celebrating today the 20th Sunday in the ordinary time, all the readings are trying to encourage us to reflect upon this very theme, namely, salvation of God is universal and it is available to all. God is not the property of some. God is everyone's property, provided you and I come to Him with a lot of faith, with a lot of humility, simplicity, and honesty and truthfulness. That is what we get to hear from the first reading from the book of Prophet Isaiah, where God Himself assuring all those foreigners who are trying to tread the path of God by becoming righteous and also by becoming loving servants of God. And reward will be, God Himself will draw them to His mountain, and whatever offerings they do, that will please the Lord, and His house will be a house of prayer for all nations. In the second reading of today, St. Paul, in a way, feels very honored because, being a Jew, God used powerfully to become the apostle for Gentiles, and that is how He desired to save at least some. And it is something different He was called to do, not to save His side people, but those who were not part of his religion. That is what we are called to do in our life. Not helping our own people, but those who are not helped by anybody, rather, they are neglected in the society. If we come to their help and tell them God cares for them, God's mercy has come to them, or the God's salvation or redemption is at hand to them, that alone, if you do, is more than good enough. In the gospel reading, once again, we have that episode where Canaanite woman pleading from Jesus to set free her daughter who is possessed with the evil spirit. And Jesus, in a way, doesn't pay any keen attention, doesn't bother. Sometimes means almost to the extent to say that the bread of the children can't be given to the dogs. Almost in a means kind of trying to compare this woman to a dog, means no valuing. But Jesus definitely valued everyone. But here it came that Jesus was silently testing the faith of the woman, and she also replied very strongly, even uh, the dogs eat the crumbs from the master's table and they live. And seeing this great faith, Jesus exclaimed, "Woman, great is your faith, and let it be done as you pleased in your life." And that moment, her daughter became free or got healed. When seeing your and my life or our Christian life, can Jesus say to us, taking our individual names, sister or brother, great is your faith, and whatever miracles you desire to see in your life, you will be made to see because you have displayed great faith in me. If Jesus doesn't say that way, then let us not get disappointed or disheartened or sad or feel startled. Rather, in these moments, may we, like the disciples of Jesus, pray in unison, Lord, increase our faith and reduce our doubt.